the first ever WWE Evolve on Tubi, and we...
With home equity options from PennyMac, you can fund your goals, and you could keep your existing mortgage. Get the cash you need to grow your greatness. Let's explore your options. PennyMac, proud mortgage supporter of Team USA.
Then... now. Forever. Together.
Alright, let's go. Forever together. Evolve.
Party's here! Playing triple
Watching
threat match
WWE
for the winner.
Evolve.
It's an opportunity at championship gold. What is Brad Baylor doing? Toronto's going crazy. The Vanity Project costing a shot to get in the championship fatal four-way elimination match.
The Vanity Project runs Evolve. We will do what we want, when we want, how we want. What the hell is going?
Vanity Project. You young cats just don't know when to shut that big old hole in your face.
Look who's here now! Lindsay Dorado!
I understand that there's only one of me, and I know it's not enough to take all of you down.
I ain't come alone.
The LWO is here in Evolve!
Hey, Ryan Walsh, what up, bruv? Man, I'm chilling watching some WWE Evolve. How you doing, bro? That's funny. The crazy thing is thinking that I need a green card. I would be able to give you a green card.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night. It's Tubi.
Grab the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit.
So happy to be with you as always. My name is
Hey, my fourth is going well. You know, I'm enjoying the fourth the best way I know how.
Incredible action. Lindsay Dorado
Steve Wise on the right. WWE Wrestling in front of me. And all you homies watching with me. Did y'all happen to check out Evolve this past week?
And the Evolve champion, Jackson Drake, in a six-man tag team
Got my
match
homie Lindsay Dorado and the LOW crew versus the Swipe Right crew.
To paper along with our Evolve Women's Champion, Kelly Armstrong, their Women's Evolve Championship match.
How are y'all's 4th of July going so far?
Contract signing on WWE Evolve.
Let's get to it.
That's funny. Dude said the girl said he'd give me a green card if I could.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Chesapeake, Virginia, weighing at 240 pounds, Jamar Hampton.
I will tell you one thing right now. Jamar Hampton's entrance music is a certified bop, Robert Stone. Would you agree?
Yeah, it sure is, and I like this guy, but I just don't understand why Dante Chen couldn't stick up for himself and handle his own business, and why Jamar had to jump in and get in Idris's face.
Dante Chen was not medically cleared.
Working today. Hey, my bad, bro. Hey, the shift must be almost over, man. You get through it and enjoy the rest of the day, man.
And his opponent from Inglewood, California, weighing in at 200
Be as free as
pounds,
they'll possibly let us out here.
Fame.
The aforementioned Idris Inofe, who last week showed up in all red and showed us a side we had never seen before, attacking a debuting Dante Chen.
Jamar Hampton, you want to press me why? Because I ruined Dante Chen's little arrival party on Evolve? Let me smarten you up, rookie. While you were on LFG trying to prove your worth, I was grinding every day, rehabbing my shoulder just to get back. See, we're different, you and I. You're on Evolve to prove yourself, but the EOE has already proven to be superstar material. So here you got this $1 million smile, but I'm $1 million talent, and I ain't gonna stop until Evolve is my domain.
Absolutely, two guys who look like they were cut from
Evolve
stone.
to be his domain,
No,
bro.
not at all. And I have to say, I don't see this Jamar Hampton situation the way you do it at all. Dante Chen's not able to compete tonight, and Jamar Hampton is standing up for him and the rest of the locker room after Idris Inofe showed a side we've never seen before.
They're grown men, they can handle it. Why does Jamar got to get into business he's not involved in?
Can't you view it as Jamar Hampton taking advantage of an opportunity to show everybody, to show Stevie Turner, to show Shawn Michaels, to show everyone watching Evolve who he is? He's taking advantage of an opportunity.
Well, then that's fun to be a stand-up guy and just go to Stevie Turner and say, hey, I want a match. Oof. Don't make up this whole scenario that you're sticking up for somebody. Give me a break.
Sometimes both things can't be true. Jamar Hampton now maybe showing off a bit much early on, want to focus on the task at hand, and that is a very game Idris Inofe, who, as Robert pointed out, really sees himself as the face of WWE Evolve. He was that close to becoming the first ever men's WWE Evolve champion, and he wants to get back to the top of the heap.
He sure was. And in this match here, we got one who's chiseled, the other is carved, but there's only going to be one winner. Who's it going to be? Who is going to get to the next level here in Evolve with a big win in this match?
Very interesting stuff last week as you see Idris's innovative athletic offense. When you saw Dante Chen show up, did you have any idea, high cross body there, that Idris Inofe would be the man to come out and lay out Dante Chen?
You know what? I didn't, but I'm not surprised by it. Idris has been boiling over for a while. He's wanted an opportunity for a while. Primarily has been a tag team wrestler his whole career, and now he wants to break out as a single star. But I'll tell you this, easier said than done. That was me when I wrestled. I was a tag team wrestler for a while, and then when I became a singles wrestler, it's a whole different animal. It's a whole different learning experience. You're not wrestling half the match anymore. You're wrestling the whole match.
And as you see, Jamar Hampton coming up short with the drop kick, and then the clothesline from Idris Inofe stomps on the chest of young Jamar Hampton. And again, so many opportunities for people performing in Evolve. You've seen, oof, another stomp, as you've seen just how far, pinfall now, in a 2 count. You've seen what Sean Legacy has done with the opportunities he's gained here in Evolve, and he's taken that to NXT.
Yeah, and that's something that Idris wants to do. He's tired of being tired. And while he was out on injury, believe me, all these things were going through his head. And then he comes back, the red carpet gets rolled out for him, and then a few weeks later, Stevie Turner is ignored. I mean, what kind of treatment is that? Dante Chen was the new shiny toy. He called him out for it, and now he's, you know what, he's got an attitude change.
But that is so misleading, because Idris Inofe showed up and quickly, some would say very quickly, earned an opportunity to compete for that championship.
Yeah, and now
how is that being overlooked?
Is he chopped the liver now? Is he chopped the liver?
Sometimes you have to work your way back to the top, and that's what he needs to be doing, and it starts with getting a win over Jamar Hampton.
Well, right now, he's working Jamar Hampton into the corner, and he's doing a heck of a job.
Oof, DDT. Do me a favor, never wear an outfit like Idris's. Right now, pinfall in a 2 count. You cannot pull off those colors.
My early 20s, believe me, I did. That's why my wife married me twice.
Twice?
2 times, Peter.
Well, what do you mean? You renewed the vows?
No, we married twice.
Was there a divorce in the middle?
Idris Inofe has this locked in.
Cinched in good. I'm so curious now. We're going to have to talk later.
Wait a minute. See, this is what I will say. You can see here, the power is starting through the legs. I see Jamar was trying to get a hold of him to lift him up. I knew that was going to be hard.
Took too long, and Idris Inofe, with more experience, of course, than Jamar Hampton, showing it right now, clamping down. But now the strength of Hampton as he gets Inofe up on his shoulder.
He still can't get anything going. But wait a minute, now he's got him.
Catching Inofe in midair.
And he throws the EOE.
Back body drop. Takes Idris Inofe to the ground. Jamar Hampton now holding the back of his neck, trying to find his way. Big forearm there takes Inofe down. Another one. Missed clothesline for Inofe. A lot of air on the drop kick from Jamar Hampton.
All right, but don't waste time. Go for a cover, Jamar. See, this is it. On LFG, his coach was Mickie James. She's not going to be happy for not going for a pin. Now he is.
Big splash. Inofe kicking out at one. What kind of benefit is there for someone like Jamar Hampton getting to train from someone as great as Mickie James?
Oh, I mean, this industry is all about sitting under everyone's tree of knowledge. Anyone who has experience you want to learn from, and Mickie, I mean, she's been everywhere. She's been on WrestleMania. That's where you want to be. That's who you want to learn from.
Jamar Hampton again trying to show the strength, and Inofe showing the experience, finding a way out of that. Is it true Mickie James notoriously didn't like you in TNA?
That's not true at all. We're great friends, and that's the truth. We text on a regular basis. Stop trying to make feuds, Peter. We're in this huge match. We're kicking off Evolve with this match. Let's keep it rolling.
And big punches to the back of Jamar Hampton as Idris Inofe tries to regain control of this matchup. He's the favorite.
This is a dangerous place.
That is not where you want to be.
Both guys teetering now on the ring apron.
Now, as a match like this goes on, how much does it favor Idris Inofe, who has more in-ring experience?
Oh, of course it does. I mean, that's where, because he's been in situations like this before. He knows what to do. This is all still new to Jamar. Neckbreaker!
The neckbreaker to Hampton, a pinfall for Inofe. Is that enough?
It sure is. Here is your winner, Idris Inofe!
All right, let's have a look back, as there was a lot of bad blood leading into this one.
Yeah, Jamar wanted to step up tonight, and he did just that, showing off some high-flying offense with Idris.
All right, first match,
Some
sweet.
savvy here, going for the eyes.
Idris Inofe with the W. The sweet little neck breaker.
And then trapping Jamar
I
outside
like the
on the
stun
ring
gun on the
post.
turnbuckle instead of the
Right
rope. This is pretty sweet.
on the turnbuckle, ouch! And then easy follow-up for the 1-2-3. This new attitude's working for Mr. Inofe.
Let's send things over to our PM, Stevie Turner, who I'm told is with the LWO.
Lindsay, having you here in Evolve has been absolutely brilliant. You really elevate the show to the next level. But Lindsay, I have to hand it to you. When you said you were bringing some friends, I didn't know what strays you might bring in. But this is fantastic. The LWO, right here in Evolve.
Gracias, Stevie. Carnal, you know, as Latino, we always want to be there to support La Raza.
And look, the OG Evolve was so important in my journey to get to WWE. So to come here and back up Lindsay, that's a full circle moment for me.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we needed to get a first-hand look at all the young and hungry talent who might springboard from this new WWE Evolve to Raw and SmackDown someday.
Mira, señorita, Stevie, I hope it's true what you said to my homie Legacy a few weeks back, that if he won the gauntlet, he'd be in title contention. Well, I brought my pack with me to even up the odds against the Vanity Project, so I hope the same is true for your favorite gatito, because I'm about to make Evolve Lucha Lit, baby!
Yes, massive opportunities at stake in our six-man tag team main event, but coming up next on Evolve, we see Layla Dix continue to establish aspirations, competing against one of Evolve's newest prospects, the undefeated Jade Tala.
Alright, next we got Jade Tala.
The average dog only lives to be 10. That's 10 birthdays, 10 first summer swims, 10 annual camping trips. At the Farmer's Dog, we don't think that's long enough. That's why our freshly made food comes pre-portioned, just for your dog. Because a dog at a healthy weight can live a longer, happier life.
Swaddlers keeps baby 3 times drier, so your baby stays comfortably dry all night long. Pampers Swaddlers, dry all night.
When you're craving this much goodness, Hardee's all-new barbecue pulled pork Frisco is 100% Angus beef and 16-hour slow-smoked barbecue pulled pork on toasted sourdough. Hardee's pulled pork Frisco burger.
Trillions of signals to reach audiences at the right time and place, delivering the results all marketers chase. Make media magic.
On July 12th, a classic returns. Louder, tougher, and hitting harder than ever. Oh, here we go. Let's get this thing fired up. The Great American Bash. Tickets on sale now.
Bash, hold on.
So we're about to chill, right? We're about to get some bro time in. But I'm running a little late because I got to get some coffee. I'm like, yo, Jack, FaceTime, bro. You want a drip? And he's like,
no, dude, I already have like so much adrenaline in my body. I can't take some more drip right now.
And then I was like, and then he was like, and then we were like, adrenaline drip. That was the one. Adrenaline drip. That's it. That's the name.
That's it right there.
We started this journey as individuals, and we've been brought together for a reason.
The way that our energies complement each other. I knew we would start having great tag team chemistry very early on.
The goal? Evolve tag team titles. They got the women's, they got the men's.
Yeah, you know what's next?
Stevie, come on.
We want the tag team belts. We're gonna keep rolling, keep sipping, keep flipping.
See what you did there?
Thank you.
We're not afraid to be ourselves. We want to make people feel something. Adrenaline drip.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Fresno, California, Layla Diggs.
Getting ready to see Layla Diggs in action. Adrenaline drip. What do you think of that, Robert Stone?
I mean, it's a pretty cool name for Cappuccino and Jack Cartwheel. It solidifies them as a team, and I'm looking forward to them. But I'm also looking forward to Layla Diggs right
You've
now.
always been anti the coffee thing.
Yeah, but now that they got that cool name, who knows? Maybe it's new beginnings.
Robert wants you to know he only drinks green juice, and his carbs never exceed 60 grams in a day.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, let me know if you watched Evolve this past week. Don't give me no results. I haven't seen it yet.
St. Mary's County, Maryland.
Gentile.
Tala.
Okay.
Jin Tala in action. Of course, this was supposed to be Aria Bennett's spot, but she was injured in another bizarre attack last week in the women's locker room.
You know, the wrestling industry is all about timing, and tonight the timing favors Jin Tala. I mean, Aria Bennett's out, Jin Tala is in. Nobody can blame her for taking this opportunity. And look, Jin Tala still has something to prove here. In her debut, she took on Carly Bright, who was at, I don't know, maybe 50%. And now she's against an opponent that's 100% and ready to go in Layla Diggs.
Both of these women trying to prove themselves here on Evolve.
And this is what Evolve's about. It's about opportunity. It's about TV time. Time on screen. Right now, all eyes are on them, and they know that. The higher-ups watch every WWE show. They watch Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and Evolve. You know, GMs are always looking for new talent to bring onto their show, and these two superstars know that.
Of course, coming up in just a bit, the big contract signing. Can you believe it? The champ, Callie Armstrong, and the boat, Natalia. We are going to see that contract signing later on tonight. We have a full night of action here on Evolve as Jin Tala looking to score a win over Layla Diggs.
And, you know, Layla Diggs, we heard her talking to Chewy Martinez. We saw the sit-down interview, and she mentioned on Next Gen, she was trying to break out. She was shy to talk in front of people. She was shy to perform in front of an audience. But you know what? The thing about Layla is Her problem, you want to know what I think it is? It's that she's a good human. And sadly, that doesn't get you anywhere in this industry.
Layla now with a power slam, standing moonsault to cover, and a 2 count on Gintala.
Well, she's got the moves. You can see she is a shy star. She's a shine waiting to be seen. She's being seen right now. She's being seen by me. Beautiful.
The athleticism of Layla Diggs always on display. Gintala very excited to have made her debut here and Evolve a few weeks back, but needs to score a victory over Layla Diggs.
She might be able to do that. You just saw her take out her arm with that. Now she's got to hone in on her arm.
I think this match is incredibly important for both of these ladies. You don't want to be the loser of this match. That's the kind of person who can find themselves on the outside looking in at the top of the women's division.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many matches on per show. Everybody wants an opportunity, and if you lose, you might not get an opportunity. I really like what Jin is doing here, Peter. She's really focusing on that body part. I mean, that's going to take that away from Layla. And how much could you do with only one arm?
Yeah, she sent her in with that left arm behind her back directly into the corner, and now she's cinched in tight on the back, pulling that left arm back, and you can see the pain on the face of Layla Diggs.
Gintala from St. Mary's County, Maryland. You heard that on her introduction. You know who else is from there? Hall of Famer Scott Hall. So she's got a lot to live up to in that small city, I'll tell you that.
Now, you know, I'm from Maryland myself. St. Mary's, we're talking the sticks.
Yeah, I mean, but she's got to live up to that name.
I'm from Montgomery County, Maryland, the best part of Maryland. You know that, don't you?
I thought it was Baltimore. That's the place I know.
Absolutely not. Gintala now going to work on the back of Layla Diggs and gets a pinfall.
She's got to hook back in that arm. That's it. Don't waste any time. You want to stay connected to your opponent. Constantly go for pinfalls, constantly lock in submissions, and stay connected. This is unique.
Ooh, it's like she heard you too. Truly putting Layla Diggs' arms through it. Both arms sprung behind her back, trapped between the legs of Gintala, and also awkwardly stretching her forward.
I can feel that sitting here watching it.
Gintala certainly loves to focus on one body part and go to work. And now you can see Layla limited with her left, but working with the right hand, and then uses the left shoulder there twice in a row. Is that ill-advised for Layla to try to use her left shoulder that's been in pain throughout this match?
I mean, at this point when you're in a match, you got to use what you can, but no, it's not a smart decision, but I do like that she's smart enough to use her legs. Her legs are still working fine.
And the athleticism on display again from Layla Diggs. And Layla Diggs with the scissor kick to Gintala. Can she get a pinfall on Gintala?
Oh. Well, you can see that she's got ups because she got high on that one, but it wasn't enough.
Can she get her up for the slam?
I don't know. Her arm is hurting.
Well, that, and not to mention having her hair being pulled, as Gintala finds a way out of it and going to the arm right there.
She took the opportunity and locked in the Bakunawa Bond.
Okay.
And that's it. Wow, man. Quick tap from Diggs.
Here is your winner, by submission, Gintala.
Wow. Innovative stuff there from Gintala, showing a little bit more experience and savvy than you would expect. Let's take a look back at some of the action in this matchup. You have two up-and-coming prospects trying to gain forward momentum. Gintala in just her second match here on Evolve. So just how far along her progress has come.
But the resilient Layla Diggs doing what she does best, digging deep, paying homage to Hall of Famer Booker T.
But in the end, it was the powerful Gintala doing too much work on Layla's shoulder, getting the submission victory.
Gintala, wow, 2 wins in a row. And of course, the boss lady, Stevie Turner, said you're going to be a big signee for Evolve, and you haven't let up since that. Wow. But what was up with that hair pull in the ring right now?
Chewy, let's get this straight. All I've been doing is applying exactly what LFG told me to do, and that is to win. We're collecting wins because that's my goal, because I have been kicking ass all over Evolve.
Kicking ass all over Evolve, what does that mean?
Collecting wins, Chewy, come on, keep up.
Okay, wow. What was that? Let's check in with the Vanity Project.
Guys, are you ready? You're about to wrestle the LWO.
You think I'm scared of the LWO? You see these freaking biceps, baby girl?
But more like, let's watch out.
These guys are big on Mondays.
Let her cook.
Big on Mondays. We run Wednesdays.
Dude, Hundos, Hundos.
What else
Honestly, guys, more than anything in the world. I just cannot wait to show out against these boys.
Bro, I can't wait to take Wednesday's face and just pop them right in the mouth. Then I'm gonna take
Wait, what about
Joaquin,
Dumb and Dumber?
Joaquin, Cruz, take both of them, just smash their heads together. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be so sick.
But wait, listen.
All right, we got Vanity Project coming up against LWO.
Experience under their belt, okay? They also got a few accolades, but guess what? Tonight, we showed them that this is a young man's game. Tonight's about confidence.
Yeah.
Tonight's about the boys.
Yeah.
Tonight, it's about vanity.
Yes.
He's up.
That huge six-man tag match between the Vanity Project against Lindsay Dorado and the LWO is our main event. But before, we will see our women's Evolve champion, Callie Armstrong, and WWE superstar Natalya make their Evolve Women's Championship match official. That's right, the contract signing is next.
This August, WWE brings the vibes to MetLife Stadium.
You know what time it is?
Two nights.
Unbelievable!
Too many stars to count.
Anybody out there gonna be watching SummerSlam, let me know.
Jersey's just built different.
Let me know your winners of SummerSlam. Let me know who you got on top. Actually working today. Hey, MS, I'm always working, bro.
WWE SummerSlam. August
Whether it's
2nd
my
and 3rd.
company, Flow Green Roots, I'm working to get in this ring
Individual
or
combo
working
tickets on sale
for
now.
other businesses around Florida. I'm always working, man.
This is Buddy. I've never met a dog like him because there's never been a dog like him. Every dog is unique. That's why at the Farmer's Dog, we put your dog at the center of everything we do. With food that's freshly made, to human-grade safety standards, in personalized portions. It's packed with all the nutrients dogs need and delivered right to you. We just want to make it easier to take care of everybody's buddy.
Your home is your happy place until you come back to bad odors. Use Febreze plug-in with Fade-Defy technology. It has a microchip that alternates 2 complementary scents to constantly fight odors and give noticeable freshness. It even reminds you when to refill, so you can always be sure that your home smells fresh and clean for up to 50 days. Enjoy the freshness of Febreze plug-in.
Oh, it's mesmerizing.
I can't look away.
Cleaning that greasy mess?
And not even scrubbing.
Well, fluff my feathers.
Dawn Platinum is bringing it.
You know
Also,
it cuts through the grease
yo,
better
let
than
me
your
know
old
which
dish soap.
other
Keep
events
whacking.
you'd like me to
Platinum breaks
review
down the
and
slimy
watch
stuff
as
it
we
would
watch
leave behind,
together.
removing
On a
99%
watch
grease
party.
and food
We
residue.
watching
That's
Evolve
all
right now.
Dawn is trusted to save
I
wild
think we're watching other WWE shows.
I'd fly south for a
AEW
clean like
shows,
that.
and
Dawn
shows.
Platinum, the better grease getter.
This 4th of July, how about a little green in your red, white, and blue? Get $400 when you open a new free checking account right now through July 6th with Mid-Florida. That's $400 this Independence Day. Boom, go the Benjamins. Mid-Florida.
On a distant world, you faced the enemy. And all the while, you were vacuuming. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
When you buy LG, you get so much more than just appliances. You get the latest innovations. Like a range that's also a bake-off champion. All with the backing of LG, America's most reliable and #1 appliance brand. LG ranges, so much more.
Welcome back to WWE Evolve.
All right, contract signing time. Here we go.
Prime Minister Stevie return, contract and pen in hand, and you know what that means. It's time to make things official between Callie Armstrong and Natalya.
She steals those from the supply closet, you know. I'm not kidding. She really does.
Stop it.
On your mark, engines ready, get set, let's go.
What do you say about the champion, too strong, Callie Armstrong?
The difference maker walking to the ring, looking great, looking like a champion, and she is ready to sign a contract from her biggest fight she's ever been a part of.
Unbelievable opportunity for Callie Armstrong, but also an opportunity for her opponent.
Here we go. Talia, legend in the business. Anybody seen Talia's new promo? She wipes the lipstick off. I think that shit's gonna be
The
sweet.
Hart
when she
family,
brings
of
that to
course,
the ring, bro.
Natalya is here on WWE Evolve, and she is going to sign a contract to take on our champion, Callie Armstrong. If you had told me a month ago, we'd be preparing for a title
the thing I
match,
like most about Natalya, other than her
I
name,
wouldn't have believed it.
Yeah, I
that's my
completely
daughter's
agree with
name
you.
as well.
Natalya has
But
broken so
the
many
thing I like about
records
Natalya is
within
every time she goes
Now she's going
to
to
evolve her
potentially add something
character,
else to
she's
her
not afraid to
resume,
go back to
and that would be
NXT and start
becoming
working with the young bucks
Evolve Women's
as
Champion.
her
I gotta
involved
say,
character. Now she's involved.
work. I
I'm
called
waiting
it.
to
I
see
knew
what character
what
she's
she
gonna bring
wanted
out now.
was a championship match.
I keep watching. I think it's gonna be pretty sweet.
Callie Armstrong, next week, you defend your Evolve Women's Championship for the first time ever. But you were not just defending it against anyone. You were defending against multi-time champion, future Hall of Famer, the BOAT herself, Natalya.
Stevie, trust me, I know exactly who Natalya is. She's a living legend. Listen, just hand me that pen. Let me know where to sign.
Short and sweet from the champion, Natalya. The floor is yours. Is there anything you'd like to say to Callie?
Actually, there's a lot that I'd like to say to Callie. First off, Callie, you are the difference maker in Evolve, okay? So that's, you're amazing. I have nothing but respect for you. You are also the first ever Evolve Women's Champion. But ever since I got to Evolve and presented you with that championship, you've been nothing but rude to me. Yeah, you've been very rude to me.
I don't really see it that way. I had to fight through three of the toughest women in this division to get to that title.
Cry me a river.
And the way you were staring at it just felt disrespectful. Just like the way it felt disrespectful the way you stole that pin in our tag match. You're a legend. You're a champion. Hell, your name will probably be in the Hall of Fame someday.
Yeah, it will be.
You won championships on Raw, on SmackDown. But newsflash, Natalya, this is Evolve. And Evolve is Callie Armstrong's show. So you ain't winning no championships around here.
Callie, that's the problem right there. You are selfish. You are only thinking about yourself. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing all these women go, I worked so hard and I did this and I did that. I'm just exhausted because I'm carrying this division on my shoulders. You don't have a clue about what it's like to carry a division on your shoulders for 18 years. Okay? What Evolve needs is a woman that's gonna lead this division into the future. Not a selfish, spoiled brat. I would love for you to go toe-to-toe with the BOAT.
Well, if you would love it, to sign the contract. Listen, you over here talking about leading the future and want to lead people to the future. Well, you can lead all them other people to the future, but you ain't leading me.
Hold on now. Maybe we're getting next week early.
I I mean, you knew at some point it was going to get physical, but I didn't know that someone's going to be locked in the sharpshooter. She's tapping.
Are you kidding me? Do you know how hard it is to throw on a sharpshooter when you're wearing heels and a $5,000 Louis Vuitton jacket?
Peter, the champion, tapped. Is this what's going to happen in their match?
I got to tell you, I was incredibly impressed by the confidence of Callie Armstrong standing next to the boat. But when it's all said and done, Natalya putting Callie Armstrong in the sharpshooter and sending a message heading into that title match next week.
What's up, Tim?
Sean, gotta tell you the truth, because you deserve to hear it. Put yourself in a no-win situation with that gauntlet.
Yeah, I know. I just want to be Evolve champion so bad. I was seconds away from it. I'd do anything to get another opportunity.
Well then, do that. Use that passion to lift heavier, to run faster, to train harder. You could be a champion. You just can't be putting yourself in stupid situations like that.
You're right. You're right. I need that. Thank you. And I appreciate you standing up to Keanu Carver earlier. It means a lot to me and the ID talent, whether they want to admit it or not.
Yeah, well, this program means a lot to me. And I'm not going to stand by what blatantly gets disrespected. Good deal with Keanu next week.
I believe that, but just a heads up, Keanu Carver is a dangerous man. I know firsthand.
Hey, I fear no man. He's disrespecting the ID program. I don't care how dangerous he is.
Inspiring words from the WWE ID player coach Timothy Thatcher. But coming up next on Evolve, the much-awaited six-man tag team match between Lince Dorado, who joins forces with the members of the LWO, against the Vanity Project's Brad Balor, Ricky Smokes, and WWE Evolve champion Jackson Drake.
An absolutely incredible scene. This is what World Wrestling Entertainment is all about.
WWE Clash in Paris, Sunday, August 31st. Tickets on sale now.
Hey, Thatcher, you want to act like you hard? Try to get in my business? Better check yourself before you step to me, bro. Don't forget you a grappler. You're just a player coach. Bro, I grew up throwing hands on the concrete. So when I get your ass in there ring next week, I'm gonna drag your face across.
Hands, bro.
I'm not just gonna beat you. I'm gonna embarrass you, shorty.
I don't know about this hammerlock takedown. No right
This
hand
woman's
to the
locker room has
face.
called me everything under the sun. Cocky, conceited, arrogant, but honestly, they kind of ate because I don't call myself the reflection of perfection for nothing. And I don't know what Mason Holiday is chirping about. I mean, what you see is what you get. And I refuse to lower my standards for the Evolve women's division. I mean, yeah, Callie Armstrong is champion for now, but it's only a matter of time before that championship is around the perfect little waist of this show-stopping diva.
Chantel Monroe, a force to be reckoned with in the Evolve Women's Division. And next week, the division could be shaken to its foundation. We just saw it. The women's champion, Callie Armstrong, tapping out to Natalya and the sharpshooter. I don't think I've ever seen the women's champion in a position that vulnerable. Is that a sign of things to come next Wednesday? It's Callie Armstrong and Natalya for the women's championship next week.
The women's division isn't the only one with tension after standing up to the dominant Keanu Carver on behalf of Shawn Legacy and other WWE ID prospects. WWE ID player coach Timothy Thatcher finds himself across the ring from the menacing Keanu Carver next week on WWE Evolve. The party's here, and the party is in the main event. You know what, Peter? I don't remember a time when the party wasn't in the main event, when Swipe Red wasn't in the main event. They're here. It's main event time.
Listen.
Party's here.
Listen.
Party's here.
I hate your guts, but I won't lie. The Vanity Project sort of runs Evolve. It has been an impressive run since day one as you take a look at Brad Baylor, Jackson Drake, Ricky Smokes, Bryce Donovan, and Zeta Steele. Tonight, a big match for these boys as they take on the LWO. And we get a look for the first time at Jackson Drake in the ring in action with that title around his waist with his boys Swipe Right. As promised, Lindsay Dorado had backup to help him out with the Vanity Project. And that, of course, was in the form of Cruz Del Toro and Joaquin Wilde of LWO. Can you believe it? The LWO here on Evolve.
Yeah, but let's talk about Lindsay. His instant replays need instant replays. He's always lucha lit, but he would never be invited to a party that the Vanity Project is throwing.
Have you ever thought he might not want to go to a party that the Vanity Project is throwing?
Who wouldn't want to go to a party that the Vanity Project is showing?
Lindsay Dorado has made his presence felt on Evolve. We saw him in competition several weeks ago, competing to get into that fatal four-way elimination match for the men's championship. But now he brings a true gift to Evolve. And we get an unbelievable main event. The LWO versus the Vanity Project.
You know, a lot of teams have one guy who is the snake and one who's the sizzle, but Joaquin Del Toro, they are both the snake and the sizzle, which is why they are such a great tag team.
If for some reason you've been under a rock and have not gotten to see Cruz Del Toro and Joaquin Wilde in action, you are in for a treat.
The following contest is a six-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Vanity Project, Brad Baylor, Ricky Smokes, and the Evolve Champion, Jackson Drake. And their opponents, the team of Lindsay Dorado. And representing the LWO, Cruz Del Toro and Joaquin Wilde.
Of course, we saw a few weeks back, Lindsay Dorado found himself in a jam, thought he was doing a good thing, and then ends up attacked potentially by all of the Vanity Project. But guess what? Backup was in tow.
Yeah, it sure was. Look, Lindsay is very focused on winning a WWE Championship. He's been in the Cruiserweight Classic, the Dusty Cup, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but he's never held WWE Gold. And that right now is all that's on his mind, and he's relentless.
We got to see Lindsay and Cruz Del Toro at Worlds Collide last month, and what a blast that event was. Now, Joaquin had to sit that one out due to injury, but thankfully we get to see him here tonight, and he looks ready to go.
Look at that. Look at Ricky Smokes go. Main event time. You know, this is a very big weekend, Peter. I don't know if you know, 4th of July is this weekend, and the Vanity Project has very big plans after they win this match.
You will not be invited.
I will not be invited. You will not be invited. 4th of July weekend, it's huge. Jersey Shore weekend, I gotta take these guys to the shore.
I heard you were going to the Michael Rubin White Party.
No, this weekend is all about playing LFO, and it's all about getting those summer bodies ready.
Did you say LFO?
LFO. Wow. July 4th weekend, bro.
I've never put those two things together.
Summer bunnies drive me crazy.
By the way, Vanity Project wasn't even alive when LFO was being... What is wrong with you? Honestly. We're talking LWO. You went LFO. I did not expect that.
See?
All right, here we go. Ricky Smokes.
See?
Finding himself in a tough spot
Getting
early
a
on.
pretty sweet shine right there, bro.
With
Shine
Lindsay
up there,
Dorado,
nice,
he makes
bro.
the tag to Joaquin Wilde.
And listen, I don't want to make it seem like I'm only on the side of the Vanity Project because, you know, I have a history with Joaquin Wilde. One of my best friends was at one of my weddings, and me and him, we used to be tag partners. A lot of respect for him. We still talk regularly, and he could get it done in the ring. You're going to see that right now.
Brad Baylor and Joaquin Wilde. What a fun matchup to get to see here. And Joaquin showing the kid the ropes.
LWO versus Swipe Right. I'm telling you, these are two tag teams that could go at it and have 5-star matches.
Yeah, you tell your boy Brad Baylor he was in the wrong corner because he didn't know where he was. Unbelievable to think that LWO is competing on Evolve. And even though it may not feel like it right at this moment, it's great experience for young Brad Baylor to get in there. The pinfall. Uh-oh, and things are starting to break down here. 6-man action continues when we come back on Evolve.
I had a dream. WrestleMania 41 was the most successful WrestleMania in history. We shattered every record from attendance to viewership. So we're running it back to the sports and entertainment capital of the world. I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. It's time to double down, Las Vegas. WrestleMania returns in 2026. Are you ready? Now get me off of this thing.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a trip down, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently.
Feel like
It keeps me in
Triple
rhythm,
H still
quickly
got a
stopping
fire in
migraine
his
pain
belly
within
for
2
this
hours.
business that
And
of these
some
young
have pain
bucks
relief
keep
that
bringing
lasts
up
all
the
day.
same guy.
So I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Prove me wrong if I'm wrong.
When you're craving this much goodness, Hardee's all-new barbecue pulled pork Frisco is 100% Angus beef and 16 hours slow-smoked barbecue pulled pork on toasted sourdough. Hardee's pulled pork Frisco burger.
Too sweet.
What brings you in?
Ever since I started shopping for cars on Carvana, I can't stop doing this.
Let me take a look.
Have you seen anything like this before?
I haven't seen this many affordable cars all in one place. Doc, you seen this?
Seems like a case of
Man, I
scoliosis.
love it, man.
Is there a
Saved
cure?
my life.
Have you tried picking a car yet? Thanks, Doc.
Time I had absolutely nothing, but I had that square circle.
Just pick a car.
And buy it on Carvana today.
In that square circle, that's all I
And
had.
we are back in our main event of WWE Evolve. Peter Rosenberg, Robert Stone. Your eyes are not deceiving you. The Vanity Project versus the LWO. Of course, the LWO came to the defense of Shawn Legacy after the Vanity Project did what they do, which is use their numbers to take advantage of people.
Yeah, and as you're watching this, you got to think, first of all, you know somewhere Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio are watching Evolve right now, cheering their guys on,
You
but
know,
also
Rise the Freak
everybody
Good, man.
showing up on
Rhett
Evolve.
the Freak
Now
Good.
the LWO
Rhett
coming
and
from around. The
Rise.
question is, I guess, who's
Rhett
next?
is a derivative of
Seems
Rise
like
and
every
Wells.
week someone else
But
wants
it
to get a
means
taste of what
ardent,
is happening here
fiery,
on Evolve, and I got to give credit.
passionate
Part of that
about
is due to the man in the ring right now, our men's Evolve champion,
Now, Rick, the
Jackson
Freak
Drake.
Giddins, and what you
Found
said,
a way
if
to
I
become
go
the first ever
overseas to
Evolve
my
champion
brothers
by
over
winning
in
that
Wales
fatal
and
four-way
Cardiff,
elimination.
And I gotta say, I
I
think
said
you'll agree
Rise
with me on
the
this.
Freak Giddins is
He's the
definitely
greatest
ardent
Evolve champion of all
about
time.
this
What did you
business,
say?
about that square circle.
What are you talking
And
about?
my
He's the
brothers
first
in it.
WWE Evolve champion.
Insist.
The greatest WWE Evolve champion. I said what I said, and I
Maybe
agree
a
with
nice
it.
missus,
Of all
but you never
time.
know.
Who's held it longer than him? Name one person.
No one. He is literally the first ever. He's going for a pin
Exactly.
right now. But I will say Jackson Drake, Heartbreak Drake, the Carolina Reaper, is a force to be reckoned with.
Heartbreak Drake, they say.
Ever since Evolve has started, he hasn't been waiting for moments. He's been creating them. He wants to define the next generation. He's repping the WWE ID program. Look how far he's come, and he has taken it to a Raw superstar right now.
And of course, not only was he the first ever, and still is, the Men's Evolve champion, but his partners tonight in the Vanity Project, Swipe Right, have made quite an impression on NXT. Really done their thing, and they've impressed. Love them or hate them, I generally hate them. But they have done their thing. And I love the old school ground and pound stuff you get from Brad Baylor at times. That double axe handle, that European uppercut. Quick tags, of course, as they're known to do. Cut off the ring, old school, work like that.
I mean, I love
You see the a
when I
final
watch
machine,
the guys
the
on TV,
pinfall.
because I see
Sure
the
are,
guys
no
that
doubt
have
about it. They're the
opportunities
future
that I
of
would
tag
have.
team wrestling. And like I
They
always
make
say,
the most of
when
it.
you are friends outside
But
of the
when I
ring,
get
you
that
hang out outside of the
opportunity, I hope they're
ring,
ready.
it translates to what you do inside the ring, and that's why they work so well together.
Again, no matter what you say about their tactics, they really do know each other well, and you see the work. Ricky Smokes knows to keep walking wild in that corner, and he's able to bring in the Carolina Reaper, and now the champ going to work on the left arm.
Yeah, the champ is going to work, and he's the Evolve champ right now, and he's someone who can be any champ he wants. In the future, you're looking at an NXT champ, maybe a Raw champ, maybe a SmackDown champ.
What do you think it means to be the first ever? Like, what will that mean potentially for the Jackson Drake
He's
legacy?
a history maker. He's in the history books. You don't forget that.
And now Joaquin Wilde knocking his partners off the apron and making the tag.
And here's Lindsay.
Lindsay bringing it to Jackson Drake. Chop after chop after chop. LWO showing what they do best. A wide array of innovative offense.
Let me go back a little bit. I'm in study time right now, so I'm studying how I can get myself to the big leagues.
Again, no matter what you say about their tactics, they really
Now,
do
the
know
big
each
leagues
other
could
well,
be
and you see the work.
WWE.
Ricky
The big
Smokes
leagues could
knows
be
to keep
AEW.
walking wild in that
It could
corner,
be MLW.
and he's able to bring in the
The
Carolina
big leagues
Reaper,
could
now
be
the
New
champ,
Japan Pro Wrestling.
going to work
Or the
on
big
the
leagues
left
could
arm.
be Dragon
Champ
Gate
is going to
professional
work, and
wrestling.
he's the Evolve
So
champ
whoever
right now. And
decides
he's
to
someone
bring
who can
Rise
be any
of Free
champ he
Guessing,
wants. In the future, you're looking at an NXT
getting the
champ,
realest
maybe a
MF
Raw
for.
champ, maybe a SmackDown
Yes, you know.
champ.
What do you think it means to be the
And
first
I've gone
ever?
through
What will
all
that
the
mean
tests.
potentially for the Jackson
I
Drake
sat
legacy?
in jail and listened to
He's
what
in the
they say
history
about
books.
professional
You don't
wrestling
forget that.
and change their minds in that damn
And now Joaquin
courtyard.
Wilde knocking his partners off the apron and
So
making the
wherever Rhett
tag.
goes,
And here's
they know.
Lindsay.
You want to see real.
Lindsay bringing it to
That's who you
Jackson
go.
Drake. Chop after chop after chop.
And that's a shoot right straight from the hip wire.
LWO showing what they do best. A wide array of innovative offense.
Woo! This is Vanity versus Insanity. Let's go.
Jackson Drake in a bad way right now. And Lindsay taking everybody out. He wants to be able to focus one-on-one with the Carolina Reaper.
Well, that's who he needs to keep his attention on. Stop worrying about who's hopping up on the apron and worry about the guy in the ring with
Lindsay. He's taking it to him right now. Sending Jackson Drake over the top. Woo! The high flyer, Lindsay Dorado. He is in control as we speak. Lindsay into the corner, and Jackson Drake able to get out of harm's way for a moment, but then eats a kick from Lindsay Dorado, who wisely makes the tag to Del Toro before heading up top. 2 boots up from Jackson Drake.
And one of his 9 lives is now gone, Peter.
He is in trouble. That is not
Who's legal?
Oh, he cannot pin Lindsay Dorado because the tag was made to Del Toro.
Wildness is going on. I lost track if it was legal too. There's Del Toro.
Good officiating as the high cross body connects. Jackson Drake to the corner.
Man, this match has just been non-stop. I mean, you knew it was going to be, but non-stop.
Oh, sick neck breaking suplex.
Bruce
combo.
Del Toro doing what he does
The
best. Jackson
LWO
Drake
homies
has
can go
been
too,
busted
bro.
open.
Hey, hold on.
Ring around the rosy.
Yep.
When will this end? Will we get a pinfall?
Dude, I'm getting
Getting the
dizzy
opponent
just
nice
watching
and
this. Please stop.
compulsive
There
before
it
you go
is.
for the pin.
2 count.
And I think you're right. I think Jackson Drake is busted open inside his mouth. But that's not stopping him from getting right back on Cruz.
And he makes the tag wisely to get things together. Wait, but I think Baylor also tagged Smokes immediately.
Beautiful teamwork.
They are so quick, and now Drake is back in. Heartbreak Drake to the top. Can it
Sweet
connect?
swan
The
time,
swanton.
bro. Sweet.
Carolina Reaper going for it.
Nearly. Jackson Drake almost pinned Cruz del Toro to beat the LWO, but instead, Joaquin Wilde and Ricky Smokes exchanging blows in the middle of the ring.
Oh.
This is the time of the match where you need eyes in the back of your head. Everybody's everywhere.
No.
Ricky Smokes finding a way there, the high knee. Thought we were getting a backslide. Joaquin Wilde. Instead, tornado DDT.
The LWO and Vanity Project put one on Evolve, man. Good main event. Hey.
Man, that was nasty. I got my popcorn. I just want to sit back and watch all this go down.
Such a clash of styles.
Oh,
in this
hold
match.
on, dog.
Cruz del Toro flipping it outside, springing off the top with a drop kick to Brad Baylor.
They're going 90 miles an hour. I'm not complaining.
I won't lie, I do not know who's legal anymore. Jackson Drake.
I've seen that movie
May have
before.
taken out Cruz del Toro. Does he have enough in the tank?
Well, we're going to find out. Can you imagine if the Vanity Project beats the LWO? Can you just imagine that? The headlines.
We will never hear the end of it if that happens. You talk about a feather in the cap.
The fireworks are about to come early right now with Jackson Drake on top. That backfired. I mean, it's always a risk when you're climbing up top.
Lindsay Dorado
Lindsay
throwing
Dorado,
fresh legs,
LWO,
slap to the
bro.
face of Jackson Drake, who does seem to have blood in the mouth.
Now, hold on, Peter. I got butterflies right now. I'm not liking this.
Goodness gracious! All 3 members of the Vanity Project taken out in one fell swoop.
Free on Tubi, dog.
Hey, it's the main event
Got
of
good
Evolve,
wrestling
man.
free on Tubi, man.
Keep your eyes on LWO.
Just like we had good
Here
football on
we
Tubi with
come.
the Super Bowl. Now
I
we
said
got
it once,
good
I'll say it again. It's
wrestling on
Vanity
Tubi.
versus Sanity. Out of control. OOC.
Shooting star, I'll tell you what. I've been on the other hand of that a couple times. They definitely put you down for the 1-2
Here
right there, right out of you.
Cruz del Toro. Joaquin Wilde.
What makes it better is the flip in the air gives you more impact once you hit the ground. So once you land on someone with that flip, it gives an extra vortex on.
I hate to say it, but does this make Lindsay Dorado the number 1 contender? He just pinned Heartbreak Drake. Wow.
Good show. Evolve. July 2nd.
Explosive 6-man tag match it was.
I'm watching it
the
July
LWO did what they
4th on
did
my
best with some cohesive electric
Watching the
offense,
homies do
delivering
work
their
out
best
there.
to the Vanity Project.
But the Vanity Project were able to take control with some unified offense of their own as they came very close to defeating the LWO.
But you already know, in the end, Lindsay Dorado did what he does.
Did what he
To
do,
the sky and pinning the Evolve champion Jackson Drake and a massive victory.
I still cannot believe it. Lindsay pinned the brand new Evolve champion.
Lindsay Dorado showing just how lucha lit he can get as he may have just soared into the Evolve title picture.
I got another Papa Pairings order. I need 3 medium pepperoni, 2 orders wings, breadsticks, cheese sticks, brownies.
They called the right place, huh?
This order is my Everest. See you at the summit. We're making you Papa Pairings for $6.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
So I reviewed the reports, and I'm gonna have to call you back.
I really appreciate all the work Tampa Electric is doing to make our power even more reliable. Feels like it's always on.
Alright, here we go. Just got done watching WWE Evolve. It was a great show. If you want to stay tuned, I'm going to be on in a second. I'm going to set everything up to watch AEW Dynamite and see what's going on. Y'all stay blessed and stay locked to the content, alright? Peace. love, and good vibes. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be on in a second.
Yours for just $46.99. Or the area for just $13.50.